Debate judges in the national tournament can access their ballots and upcoming round assignments by going to tabroom.com and logging in. You can tell that you're logged in because you'll see your email address in the upper right-hand corner. If you ever get lost in Tabroom or you're not sure how to get back to your ballots, click on your email in the upper right-hand corner and it'll take you back to this home page here. As a judge in the national tournament, under the judging header, you will see National Speech and Debate Tournament, and when the tournament begins, you will see current ballots and panels. When you click that button, it will take you to a list of the ballots that you've been assigned so far. So this is my sample ballot here for a Lincoln Douglas round 1. I can see that it's happening in room 157. That will be the room that's labeled 157 in the competition site, competition.speechanddebate.org. I can see that it starts at 10 a.m. Remember, the schedule's in Central Time, although if you set up your profile correctly in Tabroom with your time zone, it will also list the start time in your time zone to help avoid some confusion there. You can see the 2 entries that you'll be judging and what sides they have been assigned if your event assigns sides. Now, I know as a judge in the national tournament that I need to be in my competition room 30 minutes prior to round start time. So if the round starts at 10 a.m., then I need to report to room 157 at 9:30 a.m. If you are judging LD, PF, or policy debate, you will have a second judge in all of your rounds. So you should wait for that second judge to appear. If you are judging PF, LD, or big questions debate, you will be judging what is called a double flighted event, which means that in LD round 1 actually consists of 2 back-to-back debates, one of them starting at 10 a.m., that's flight A, and flight B starting at 10:45 a.m., 45 minutes later. Now, when you appear in your competition room at 9:30 a.m., which is 30 minutes prior to round start time, you should also be joined by a second judge if you're in an event with 2 judges, as well as debaters from both Flight A and Flight B. So even though the Flight B debaters do not actually debate until 10:45 a.m., they also need to show up to the competition room 30 minutes prior to 10 a.m., which is the start time for Flight A. So at 9:30, you should have a second judge and the Flight A and the Flight B debaters if those are applicable for your events. So in that 30-minute window, judges have 2 duties. The first one is to do a roll call to make sure that they have everyone that they need. The second is to facilitate a test of the technology. All students and judges in every round of debate should have their video on through the duration of the debate. This is also true of students on World Schools teams who are not speaking in that round, but are part of a team that is competing. They need to have their cameras on throughout the duration of the round. You should also test microphones because everybody will need to speak at some point, even if it's just for judges to congratulate the students on qualifying. And you need to make sure that you are able to hear and understand the debaters so that you can adjudicate them when the round begins. Once you've completed those 2 tasks, making sure you have everybody you need and testing technology, and you are ready to begin Flight A, then you can dismiss the Flight B debaters and ask them to come back to the room at 10:45, which is 45 minutes after the round start time of Flight A. If you are not judging a flighted event, then all you need to do is make sure you have the students for your round and you are ready to begin. Now, once you and the other judge, if there are 2 of you in the room, are ready to begin the debate, you have everyone you need and everyone's technology is working well, then both you and the other judge in the room need to go to tabroom.com and click Start next to your ballot. This Start button is extremely important to notify tournament officials that you are ready to begin the round. So please make sure that you are clicking Start before you begin the round, otherwise you will have a tournament official pop into your room and wonder what is wrong. When you click Start, you'll be able to see some important information on the top of the ballot. The first is the topic. The next is a message that we are all influenced by implicit bias, or the stereotypes that unconsciously affect our decisions. So when judging, our implicit biases negatively impact students who are traditionally marginalized and disenfranchised. Before writing comments or making a decision, please take a moment to reflect on any biases that may impact your decision-making process. It also lets you know that sides are set, the point range of 20 to 30 in debate rounds. Underneath the ballot, there will be some information about the event and what you should be looking for as a judge. At the bottom, you have the ability to write your RFD, or your reason for decision, at the end of the round. If you want to write comments as you go, either to go to both competitors or to go to just one competitor and their coaches by clicking these tabs. You can write throughout the round, but make sure you click Save Feedback in case you lose this page. You want your comments to be saved. There's a timer in the competition room, but if you feel more comfortable using Tab Room's timer, you can do that over here on the side. The point scale is listed here, and the speech times are listed here. Remember that in the national tournament, because this is an online tournament, Lincoln Douglas, Public Forum, and Big Questions all receive 1 extra minute of prep time per side. Policy debate prep time is 8 minutes. So you will listen to the debate. At the end of the debate, you will choose the winner, both their code and their side, making sure that they match. You'll enter speaker points for the debaters if you are judging an event that has points. I know that LD has points because it's listed here on the ballot. Once I am ready to submit my ballot, I will click the Submit Ballot button. It will ask me to confirm that the ballot is correct, so I'll give this a double check here to make sure that I voted for the right side and picked the right student. And then I will click Yes, Correct, Confirm it. Now we do ask that you submit your ballot decision right after the round is completed. Before you type comments, you submitting your decision allows tournament officials to know that your round has been completed and you are ready to move on to the next one. But of course, it's important to us that you also get a chance to leave feedback for the debaters. So after you've submitted your decision, which is the winner and their points, you can return home, go back to Current Ballots and Panels under Judging, and you'll be able to click this Edit Feedback button on LD Round 1 to be able to finish typing your comments or start typing your comments. When you're done, you can click Save RFD and Comments at the bottom, and you're done.